Hello, I'm Juichi Yamagiwa, President of Kyoto University. Professor Hiroji Kinoshita, the founder and first president of Kyoto University, is the author of this calligraphy behind me. It reads Jicho Jikei, which can be translated as self-respect, self-resilience. The message in it underscores the vision of Kyoto University in sustaining and developing its historical commitment to academic freedom and to pursue harmonious coexistence within the human and ecological community on this planet. The relation and cooperation with society is a key aspect of the university's life. As a university open to the world, it contributes to deepening international exchange and realization of harmonious coexistence in the global society. Four broad missions guide the work of Kyoto University, covering first, world-level research, second, innovative education, third, strong relation with society, and fourth, proactive management. In the field of research, our historical commitment to academic freedom and autonomy and the strong pursuance of high ethical standards greatly contribute to the university's outstanding research output in creating globally distinguished intelligence, knowledge, and wisdom. Universities have a dual responsibility to bring positive changes and responding to emerging needs and expectations of society. Kyoto University, too, has a tradition of mutually and bidirectionally engage closely with society. Social contributions are offered through interdisciplinary and engaged research integrating humanities, social sciences, natural sciences, engineering, medical and life sciences to promote innovation and bring actual solutions to social demands. Kyoto is an ancient city with a rich cultural patrimony accumulated over 1,000 years, where Eastern and Western traditions and schools of thoughts meet and interact. In such environment, our university thrives as an international academic hub that promotes academic cooperation and nurtures innovation. The university connects the world through vibrant networks founded on multicultural understanding, while advancing well-being in the global and local societies. In the field of education, Kyoto University puts a great emphasis on social engagement through offering community-oriented education and implementing activities that bring meaningful social impacts. Relations with society at large are far-reaching and multi-layered. These relations promote local and international development with ecological intelligence and traditional intelligence, and inspire academic and non-academic interactions with partners ranging from grassroots to global institutions. In order to further advance the principles of university social responsibility, Kyoto University is an active member of USR Network, an international alliance of universities pursuing the goal of making a difference through social engagement in higher education. Institutions in the network exchange ideas, practices, and solutions. They cooperate to foster USR-related activities and develop joint USR projects, as well as to contribute to the development of USR through networking and partnerships, both within the network, with other networks and alliances.
Hello, my name is Masao Kitano, and I am the Executive Vice President for Education, Information Infrastructure, and Evaluation in Kyoto University. I would like to share with you the experience of Kyoto University in planning and implementing activities which engage our university with different communities, and also our participation in the USR network. Kyoto University's education system promotes dialogue-based self-learning and cultivates creative minds under an educational system which is both diverse and harmonious, aiming at providing society with the best prepared professionals. Global educational outreach is actively encouraged through massive open online courses, or MOOC, offered on edX platform, and OpenCourseWare, or OCW. Kyoto University has always attached great importance to its engagement with society. Working together with key local communities is an important aspect promoted by the university's management. To enhance this local connect, the university designs and implements several community-oriented initiatives directly addressing broad and concrete issues of concern, such as the achievement of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. This constant engagement reinforces the function of the university as a pivotal element in addressing social needs and demands locally and globally, while contributing to society through constant innovation. Kyoto University's community-oriented initiatives are described in the third stage midterm program and the annual program of the university. Through these initiatives, we pursue four main objectives. 1. Enlarging the opportunity for young generation and local residents to experience the most advanced developments in academic fields. 2. Promoting cooperation with society to enhance cultural development, the arts, and industries of Kyoto by making the most of the academic resources available within the university. 3. Managing research results obtained by the university, acquiring intellectual property rights and promoting their practical use. And 4. Designing and implementing a teacher assessment system that incorporates social contribution assessment items in the light of the university's fundamental policy and goals. As an example of social engagement in education, the project named Enhancement of Urban Disaster Resilience represents an inspiring initiative. Jointly conducted by the Graduate School of Global Environmental Studies and the Disaster Prevention Research Institute, this project targets communities at risk of natural disasters, applying service learning and community engagement. To foster the student understanding of social needs, it focuses on unique contribution of university students and how students, as members of the community, can respond to disasters in different ways. Closely related to this project, another example is the enhancement of urban disaster resilience through activities of local participatory platform. In Kathmandu and Yangon, carried out with the support of United Nations University Grant for Global Sustainability. This project, while aiming to enhance resilience of cities against natural disasters through capacity building, is used to set up a model program which combines engineering and socio-political approaches to natural disaster management. Experience-based learning course for advanced science, or LCAS for short, is another initiative conducted by Kyoto University as an outstanding activity focusing on key aspects of USR. LCAS provide opportunity for Japanese high school students to gain hands-on experience at the university's facilities and take part in lectures about research conducted by 300 leading professors and researchers and 250 tutors and volunteers from the university. Another Kyoto University's project is Kokoroiki, which is supported by the Ministry of Education funding program called Center of Community. The project promotes cooperation with local communities by cultivating global leaders who learn about history, culture, traditions from the local communities, have profound knowledge and understanding, and carry out regional revitalization through educational activities performed in collaboration with key local stakeholders. Bridging the university with society and working together with local communities of Kyoto play a central role in our institutional identity. Many of these initiatives, although conducted in Kyoto, bring together partners, sponsors, and participants from different cities in Japan, as well as other countries that help share and adopt good practices that can not only be used domestically, but also replicated globally. As a step towards attracting more international students, Kyoto University, in a joint effort with the government of Kyoto Prefecture, promotes internationalization of the university and local communities through the provision of more and better services for international students, for example, by expanding dormitories and facilities, promoting exchanges for both academic and non-academic purposes, and developing attractive curricula.
Hello, my name is Kaoru Takara. I would like to share with you a brief introduction about the Disaster Prevention Research Institute, or DPRI, at Kyoto University and the USRN Student Research Attachment Initiative. DPRI was established in 1951 and has been ever since engaged in developing integrated natural and social science-based methodologies for disaster prevention and mitigation, and educating students in related fields. DPRI has been performing basic research on various disaster-related themes at local to global scales from the viewpoints of natural science, engineering, informatics, and human and social sciences, as well as conducting practical and interdisciplinary projects that meet the needs of society. The Institute provides opportunities for graduate students to carry out their studies under the supervision of the research staff at the graduate schools of Science, Engineering, and Informatics of Kyoto University. DPRI has more than half a century of accumulated scientific achievements, knowledge, facilities, and data collections, and was certified as a National Joint Usage Research Center in Japan in 2010. Currently, there are 100 faculty members and over 200 researchers, graduate students, and visiting scholars, whose major focus of research is on the prediction of hazards, and investigations into their mechanisms affiliated with the institutes. These people are involved in fostering technologies to prevent and reduce associated disasters, analysis and measures of response and recovery after disasters, and creating methodologies for disaster risk reduction and management. By sharing its advanced knowledge and technology in natural hazards, DPRI plays an important role in helping society understand and take measures for disaster prevention and mitigation. As a global center of excellence, DPRI also gives advice to other governments on disaster prevention strategies. As a center of excellence recognized in Japan and globally, DPRI tries to establish balance towards creating a sustainable society while underscoring human rights and the environment. By doing so, DPRI shows the commitment of Kyoto University to the actual needs of society.
Hello, my name is Kazuyoshi Nishijima, and I would like to explain about two projects conducted by the unique contributions of Kyoto University students. These two projects underscore the role of students in building disaster capacity. The first project is securing sanitation and water environment by urine diversion, a case study of the Great East Japan earthquake, or what is simply referred to as the UD Dry Toilet Project. Led by Professor Yoshihisa Shimizu and Assistant Professor Hidenori Harada, the project was jointly conducted by students from the Graduate School of Global Environmental Studies and Graduate School of Engineering. This project started in response to the need for securing sanitation and water during the Great East Japan earthquake. Water supply was suspended due to the earthquake, and flush toilets remained unusable for some time, while the conventional temporary lavatories were limited in capacity and were filled very quickly. To address these issues, a method was implemented using a special treatment which diverted urine from feces based on their characteristics and without requiring any water. This method isolates and dries the feces while slowing down the overall processing run of the treatment. Applying this method, the portable urine diverting UD dry toilet was created in the form of toilet kits containing a portable component that can be easily transported and stored, even in large volumes, assembled and used when needed. These toilets do not take up too much spaces and therefore can be stocked in large numbers at evacuation centers or even at homes. This solution, while protecting people's health and dignity, maintains a sanitary environment in disaster-hit areas. The second project is advancement of vernacular constructions in Tanna Island, the Republic of Vanuatu, which is simply called Tanna Project. It is a JICA grassroots technical cooperation project implemented by Disaster Prevention Research Institute, Graduate School of Global Environmental Studies, and University Research Administrator. The aim of the project is to advance the local architecture of Tanna Island, the Republic of Vanuatu. Vanuatu is located in the southern Pacific Ocean, where cyclones are common. In recent years, traditional buildings over the country have been used as evacuation sites when cyclones hit. This project is improving the wind-resistant performance, comfortability, and durability of these traditional buildings. Disaster Prevention Research Institute, or DPRI, has been jointly conducting survey on the damage of Cyclone Pam that hit Vanuatu in March 2015, and on-site research on conventional construction technology on Tanna Island with researchers from the Vanuatu Meteorology and Geohazards Department and the University of the South Pacific. The field surveys made it clear that countermeasures based on conventional knowledge centered on conventional construction technology in Tan Islands are being lost due to the introduction of construction technology from abroad, in spite of the fact that traditional building demonstrated its wind resistance during Cyclone Pam, and it was then reconfirmed by the follow-up research. In response to these findings from the surveys and research, this project aims to preserve the cultural features of the architecture inherited through history and well adjusted to the climate of Vanuatu, integrate scientific knowledge with existing traditional wisdom, and aims at mitigating disaster in local villages as shelters against cyclones.
Hello, my name is Takahiro Sayama. I'm an associate professor in Research Division of Disaster Management for Safe and Secure Society at Kyoto University. I would like to share with you about our practical approach to tsunami evacuation drills conducted by DPRI research groups. Particularly after the Great Tohoku earthquake in 2011, tsunami evacuation drills have been more commonly practiced in elementary schools in coastal areas of Japan. To implement the drills, students gather in the schoolyards and practice how to escape from tsunami. In order to support and enhance the effectivity of the evacuation drills, another initiative which uses practical drills has been conducted to train local residents how to escape from tsunami when they are at home or in their workplaces. To support the evacuation drills, a smartphone application called Escape Training has been developed by Professor Yamori and his research group of DPRI. It shows a scenario of tsunami simulation after an earthquake occurs and the user's current position during the evacuation training based on GPS function of the smartphone. By using the smartphone application, people can check whether their tsunami trial evacuation is successful or unsuccessful. Graduate students at DPRI participate in a service learning experience which uses a multifaceted approach to tsunami evacuation. During the evacuation drill, elementary students are requested to take videos of local people escaping from tsunami, followed by organizing workshop together with them. Ms. Nakai, a former PhD candidate who is now an assistant professor at Nagoya Institute of Technology, conducted a field study in Kochi Prefecture in Shikoku Island. Her research was featured in Asahi newspaper. The article describes the fact that a woman from one of the local communities in the study refused to open the door and answer the questions, highlighting the lack of locals' trust in the researcher at the beginning. Local people sometimes have negative experiences as they are requested to answer questionnaires and they never receive any feedback from the researchers or the universities. Oftentimes, locals have said that universities only conduct research, but researchers do nothing for the communities. Thus, Dr. Nakai has tried to change her mindset and research attitudes. She believes that there are ample opportunities to learn the essentials in disaster prevention from locals. For example, taking into account the needs of every individual living in the community while considering appropriate measures for disaster prevention. She spent many days in local communities and participated in many local events to share ideas about what researchers think is important, while also addressing the needs and expectations of the local people. Those basics lessons learned from local people refer not only to disaster preventions, but also to life as a human.
Hello, my name is Nao Otomo and I am an assistant professor at the Graduate School of Engineering in Kyoto University. In what follows, I'll explain about the International Program on Resilient Society Development under Changing Climate, or RSDC. This program was adopted as the Inter-University Exchange Project in September 2016. The main purpose of the RSDC program is to establish a platform for global educational exchange with partner universities in ASEAN countries, including Vietnam, Cambodia, Myanmar, and Laos. In light of the local concerns over the effect of climate change on social development, International Program on Resilient Society Development under Changing Climate was set up as the project theme. The RSDC program is positioned as being based on the outcomes of a previous project called Consortium for International Human Resource Development for Disaster Resilient Countries, which was proposed in 2011 and completed in 2015. The RSDC program has 5 programs targeting undergraduates and students enrolled in master's and doctoral course. Program 1 is an overseas internship program for undergraduate students. Program 2 is a 2-directional short-term study abroad program for master's students. Program 3 is a 2-directional mid- and long-term study abroad program for master's students. Program 4 is a short-term sandwich course for doctoral students. Finally, Program 5 is winter school for doctoral students. As good examples of social engagements of the RSDC program, we introduce Program 1 for undergraduate students and Program 2, a short-term international program for master's students. During the summer holiday, Japanese undergraduate students who belong to the international course experience working at the overseas bases of Japanese companies. The participants are dispatched to ASEAN countries, for example, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, Myanmar, and the Philippines. Students directly learn about Japanese leading-edge technologies at construction fields overseas and also experience some administrative work, such as process management and documentation in real time, by joining regular staff meetings. The program plays an important role in the Japanese students' career planning, including their commitment to global activities. Second, short-term international program for master's students. This 2-week program is held in both Kyoto and Bangkok, Thailand. It consists of a 1-day internship, field works, and series of lectures. During the program in Japan, participants visit a Japanese engineering consultant firm to have 1-day internship. Through group work discussion, participants learn measures for coping with floods from various perspectives. Both in Japan and in Thailand, field works are conducted. In Japan, participants visit the construction site of the Amagase Dam redevelopment project in Kyoto Prefecture. In Thailand, students visit Ayutthaya province to learn the technique to protect against flood damage and visit the drainage project for Suvarnabhumi Airport to learn about the irrigation systems in central Thailand. Through the field works, students know how the knowledge of civil engineering contributes to the solution of social problems in their own countries. The human resource images which the RSDC program tries to develop are students who are aware of the global society and their own position within it. Students who are aware that they are international human resources and must work hard to develop the necessary infrastructure and form healthier environments in countries around the world. Students who are aware that they are leaders of creating social and environmental infrastructure to fight against climate change. Please check our website for more information about the RSDC program.
Hello, my name is Ryota Sakamoto, and I am an associate professor at the Center for Southeast Asian Studies, Kyoto University. Here, I will explain about a project called Community-Based Medical Care for the Elderly in Bhutan. In November 1957, the Queen Aji Khesan Choden Wonchuk visited Kyoto from the Kingdom of Bhutan. At that time, there was no official relationship between Bhutan and Japan. Some members from Kyoto University paid a courtesy call on them and acted as guides. Ever since that first visit, there have been plentiful exchanges between the two countries, allowing our friendship to grow from strength to strength. According to the reports of Population and Housing Census of Bhutan 2017, the life expectancy at birth in Bhutan reached 70.2 years, and the percentage of the aged 65 years or over reached 5.9% in their populations. Given the high prevalence and impact of chronic health problems among the elderly, effective and efficient care to address these problems is becoming increasingly important to maximize both the quantity and quality of life for the elderly. From 2010, we started the project called Community-Based Medical Care for the Elderly in Kalin, located in eastern part of Bhutan. The aim of the project was to promote health of the elderly through the comprehensive activities. We introduced health checkup for the elderly because the health checkup is an important opportunity not only for young people but also for the elderly to learn about the problems and to prevent future diseases, disabilities, and death. The royal government of Bhutan acknowledged the impact of our project in Kalin and tried to gradually expand the project throughout the country. Better health for all is our ultimate goal. We should include not only people who come to medical facilities, but also people who do not come to the facilities, because some elderly people cannot reach there even if they want to. We put emphasis on prevention. Some elderly people do not know the importance of health checkup, but they know that some others around them suddenly passed away or become paralysis. It is important to go to villages and tell the villagers that they might be able to prevent disease, disabilities, and death. The elderly should be taken care of by receiving cooperation from families, neighbors, village heads, medical facilities, schools, and so on. Our program aims to encourage these communities and help maintain the bond and harmony among them. Thank you and hope you enjoyed.
Hello everyone, I'm Yoko Shimpuku, an associate professor in the Department of Human Health Sciences, Graduate School of Medicine, Kyoto University. Today, I'm gonna introduce our UHURU project in Tanzania. We conduct the project as a JICA partnership program. UHURU in Swahili means independence or self-reliance. As the name suggests, we would like children to have their own goal so that they can carefully choose their behaviors to achieve the goal. In Tanzania, 56.7% of girls under the age of 19 have begun childbearing. Can you imagine your university that half of the first-year female students are already raising children? No, right? So the adolescent life situation is very different in Tanzania. If it was their own wish to have a baby that early and spend the rest of their life with them, it would be understandable. However, it is estimated that 8,000 female students drop out of school because of unexpected pregnancy every year, and the number of dropouts is large for secondary school. And there is no social support for pregnant students to continue or come back to school. Consequently, they usually live in poverty due to lack of education and job. The number of students who can make it to secondary education is limited to 23% of the population. So those who are in the secondary school are fortunate, smart, and excellent students. It is necessary to prevent unwanted pregnancy among these students so that they can reach their full potentials. Our project aims to provide educational support through a mobile library for prevention of school dropouts and social isolation due to unwanted teenage pregnancy in Tanzania. We go to every primary and secondary school of the district, show a short movie about how students can be successful and why it is important to read books and carefully choose their behaviors. They learn about reproductive health as well as other logical thinking and engineering kinds of activities like making electricity from solar panel. We hired young women who were experienced with teenage pregnancy and school dropouts. And now one of them, Anna, is working as a teacher for this project, and her future goal is to be a full-time teacher. Please watch these two videos to find out more about the project. Finally, I'd like to tell you why I'm doing this. When I first went to very rural side of Tanzania, I met several poor girls who didn't receive education, got a job as a housekeeper, and somehow they got pregnant. Some of these girls were infected with HIV/AIDS and therefore became very poor because they had lost their job and became weaker and weaker every day until they passed away. Compared to them, I was a healthy PhD student in the United States who got full scholarship to study and traveled to Tanzania, and expected to be a professor in the future. I just felt that I have to do something. Also, I had Tanzanian friends who asked me with a sincere heart to help solve this issue. They knew the problem, they are willing to do something, but they didn't have the means and money. As a university professor, we are fortunate to know how to get funding, how to teach people, and how to evaluate a project and publish a research paper as a piece of evidence to prove what we do. I would like to ask, is there any reason why we should not do this? This project is lots of fun. I can make more friends and create opportunities for my students too. Hope now you are interested to learn more about this project. You can find out more in the following website. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Saki Mishimoto. This is Makiho Okuno. This is Keita Taniai. We are members of the Ecology Kyodai Lab led by Associate Professor Misuzu Asari of the Graduate School of Global and Environmental Study. We would like to give you an idea about this laboratory where students, teachers, and other members from all over society work together to inspire actions toward true sustainability.
Kyoto University itself imposes a heavy burden on the environment. With nearly 40,000 students and faculty and staff members studying and working here, a lot of energy and resources are consumed, producing large quantities of greenhouse gases and waste. Particularly in recent years, research activities have branched out and the amount of energy consuming research is on the rise. Since 1990, the university's CO2 emission has doubled. Currently, it is among one of Kyoto City's institutions that causes the highest environmental impact. In response to that, a new movement has gradually formed and various efforts have been made to reduce the environmental load. Starting all members involved activities in 2013, Ecology Kyodai is one of the projects that plays an important part in the movement.
We aim to recognize actual conditions, have discussions, and work together to construct an eco-friendly and a sustainable campus. Furthermore, we put emphasis on taking our actions and perspectives outside the university and into the society. At present, about 20 students and leading members are carrying out various activities. This most of the time happens in cooperation with other groups of students and faculty and staff members, as well as companies, organizations, and individuals outside Kyoto University campus. A lot of importance is put on continued discussions and avoiding to end up in self-satisfaction. We discuss about what sustainable is, what we should do to achieve it, and if and how we can have a beneficial impact on society. To make sure that our discussions would not only result in paper plans, we go out in the field and listen to the people affected and those in charge to obtain information from multiple standpoints.
The three projects we are presenting now are examples of how we work and try to make issues of sustainability visible to a broad audience. Our first example is the promotion of the Blue Seafood Guide, which suggests that people should only eat those kinds of seafood that are still abundant. We are attempting to familiarize people with blue seafood and help them understand marine environmental problems. By this, we aspire to accomplish our mission to contribute to the Sustainable Development Goal 14, Life Below Water. Since 2017, thanks to the strong support of Sailors for the Sea and Kyoto University's 25th President, Juichi Yamagiwa, we are providing a blue seafood curry at the restaurant in Kyoto University. This curry has indeed increased the Blue Seafood Guide's recognition, animated people to inform themselves about the issues and turned out the roller handle for some to join related programs. Currently, we are holding events and working on a level. We hope that with the help of people who have leadership potentials, the Blue Seafood Guide will become well established.
Our second example is a Konchkiji's project. In 2019, Gion Festival had its 1150th anniversary. Ecology Kyodai and Kyoto City held Konchkijis, which is a coined word combining Konchkichin, Gion Festival music, and the SDGs. This project aimed to understand why and how Gion Festival persisted for this prolonged period and to study and reflect on its various aspects related to SDGs from its history. From May to December, about 70 university students and others joined our project and worked in 10 groups. Each group had their own theme, conducted interviews with those engaged in the festival, and distributed questionnaires among them. With the knowledge acquired, they discussed key factors to sustain Gion Festival and Kyoto itself. They also formulated the SDGs' 18th goal and strived to seek perspectives beyond SDGs.
The last example is our project surrounding Kyoto University Plus Declaration. Plastic should be reduced to protect not only Earth's ecosystems, but also resources. However, it is true that plastic is an essential part of our daily lives. We intensely discussed this topic, resulting in the Kyoto University Plus Declaration, where we acknowledge that we should not only reduce plastic, but also consider the convenience it provides to people. A much more sustainable relationship with it is imperative. We visualized this after collecting different opinions and providing guidance with devices such as Kyoto University Placard Pride, which is regularly used at events. Furthermore, we started our SNS campaign, #PlasticInMyBag, where people posted what plastic products they carry in their bag day by day to raise awareness. In all of this, we cooperate with many kinds of stakeholders to achieve our goal. In summary, we want to create opportunities and materials for discussions among students, develop models which can be implemented into society, and deliver a clear message from Kyoto University. For more information, please check our website.
Hello again, I'm Kaoru Takara from Kyoto University. One of the joint projects that DPRI was actively engaged in is the UHURU Students' Research Attachments. This was an initiative which gave a unique opportunity to the students of UHURU member universities to conduct research aimed at addressing social or community problems in one of the Kyoto University's laboratories or graduate schools. For the pilot program, Kyoto University received 3 students in March 2019 for 1 month. These students from Hong Kong Polytechnic University, Peking University, and Simon Fraser University shared interest in studying about earthquakes, disasters, and disaster recovery. During their stay in Kyoto University, they carried out their research at Graduate School of Advanced Integrated Studies in Human Survivability, so-called Shishukan. Shishukan was established in Kyoto University in 2013 and aims to produce top-level global leaders with a strong sense of responsibility, humanity, and morality who can address complex and diverse social issues. During the course of the research in Kyoto University, students were able to explore their field of interests using Kyoto University's resources, such as its facilities and faculty, take part in international conferences such as the 4th Global Summit of Research Institute for Disaster Risk Reduction, and visit the earthquake-hit areas of Kobe and Tohoku. This initiative accepted students from all the USRN member universities. In fact, this was a great opportunity for international student mobility to conduct high-quality research with considerable social impacts that is not only applicable to Japan, but also to other countries with similar circumstances.